in the AWS. So when the database gets suspended, it takes a final snapshot. So this snapshot was here, like it was taken manually on 27th, like it automatic created a snapshot. So my applications, whatever applications were running, started throwing errors suddenly, like this DB is not getting connected, if you can see this. So I started investigating, like why my application is not working. So finally I logged in the system and found like the database is suspended. So what I did, I clicked here, because the DB identifier, if you don't want to get change the DB identifier, you have to keep note of some points once the RDS gets suspended. So I just simply went to restore the database. In restore database, I observed like I have to give the DB identifier. What is this? Is my identifier currently? This furnished DB is my identifier. This is some random generated text which is granted during the DB creation. So once I picked up this identifier name here in identifier, DB identifier, I am creating this database instance from the snapshot which was taken before the suspension of the account, before the account resource pause. So when I will restore the database, it will restore the database with same name. The identifier of the database will be same like this. There will be no change. So obviously there will be a downtime of 10 to 15 minutes. That time the database will be created, the DB instance will be created, and the storage optimization and the mm, resource optimization, whatever is being carried out, that will be done. So once there is no need of modifying anything, just you have to consider what instance you have used last time. So I have used last time like t3 db dot t3 micro. I was using 2 core and 1 GB RAM. So this time what I did, I just upgraded with the T4G, because this is updated version than T3. So I have updated with the next generation of the CPU. And after that I just included my security group, like it was selecting default. So this was my security group previously created, RDS, and there is no change, no public access, outside database access is not granted, no change in the password section, nothing. And just I clicked restore the DB, and when you click the restore the DB, it will try to restore the database on your previous state. So my database is now restored and it's running now. So earlier my database was having multi-agent deployment, and it was costing a bit more. So this time what I did, I just removed the multi-agent from configuration. After restoring the database, I modified it and changed the deployment to the uh, single agent. And also I have modified the general purpose SSD from GP2 to GP3, where baseline IOPs is 3000 IOPs, and the throughput is 125 MB per second. Also I have enabled the storage auto scaling. So my database is of 20 GB. I have kept the storage which is default. So the maximum it can go till 40 GB with the log and all, log and indexing everything. So if this touches 40 GB, next time when I will be looking in the database, I will try to maximize mm, the threshold to the next level, or maybe I will vacuum the database if possible. So now if you can go in the log event, so here it's given the log like finish applying modification storage, allocated storage, apply modification, allocated storage, finish applying modification, convert to a standard single zone DB instance from the multi-agent, finish DB backup, applying modification to multi-agent DB instance. This was earlier. Later I changed these things. So the database was recovered from the crash snapshot. Database instance started restored from snapshot. Whatever you see here, the final DB, you can see the identifier. If I go in the snapshot section, you will see the same numbering, same identifier name, applying modification. So my database is started here till here, backup finished. Again I converted from multi-agent to single agent, allocated the space threshold. So you can see the final furnished TB snapshot was created. The account was suspended due to payment due from last 3 months. So this is how I recovered my database. Now my applications are up and running and it's good to go.
Subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for latest updates.